Hello, friends. How you doing? Day 418, and I'm coming to you Sunday night, just before 9 o'clock. And man, what a great weekend! Oh my gosh, I'm just finished watching the fifth episode of Dream Night, and finished a meeting with a VP ABC member. But tonight I'm coming in to share with you my reflection from week 2 of The Artist's Way. And again, for those who didn't see my previous one, The Artist's Way is a process, a book, to help people get unstuck if they are stuck or blocked in their creative process in whatever endeavor that you need some creativity. And so this week, it was only me and Charmaine. Donna had a meeting, and Dexter, I don't know what happened there, but hopefully he's all right. Waiting to hear back from him. But for week 2, I have to say it was a little bit more interesting than the first one. I should say that. So a few reflections. Number one, I felt less resistant to writing my morning pages. And that was interesting to me. Secondly, when I was writing, I found a number of times I actually stopped writing when my mind wandered. And so to me, that was like surprising, because the whole point of the morning pages is you're just supposed to keep writing and just kind of just like a mind dump, right? But for some reason, I got caught up in what I was thinking, and I just stopped writing. And then I'm like, oh, and then I just went back to writing when I figured that out. So that leads me to think, oh, there might be a little bit more to this than just a mind dump. It might be a little bit of mindfulness as well. I don't know. This is only the second week, so I'm just thinking maybe, because that's what I found that I had to do. And let's see here. Yeah, so some of the tasks were actually quite interesting and fun to do, actually. And so one of them was to name the 5 things that you spent the most time doing this past week, and then labeling it, is it something you want to do or something that you should be doing? And so for me, I'm glad to see that most of it is actually all should be doing. So I'm actually moving things forward in my life. And, some of the wants is quite minimal time-wise, so I don't feel bad about that, because at the end of the day, need a little bit of leisure time and some self-care stuff, right? So a little off time. You can't be on 24/7, so it's good to have a little bit of off time and a little bit of pleasure. And so another one was interesting, was also to list some people out, friends who may trigger doubts, like, negative friends, non-supportive friends, really. And then people who are supportive. And it's supposed to actually keep that circle in front of us every day. Another one was list 20 things I want to do. And then with that exercise, when was the last time that I actually did it? And so most of the stuff actually I did within the last couple of years. So that's great. That means I'm living a life that I'm choosing, instead of what others may choose or think that is important, or how I should be living. So that's great. So that's another reflection I would ask you. Are you living your life? Are you doing things that you want to do that will not only benefit you now, but also in the future? There's a couple things that it's been about 3-4 years, and there's one thing that was like 7 years. But the majority were in the last couple of years, so that's a good thing. It said to choose 2 of them. And then also, what would I like to do this week? Sorry, not this week? Yes. I forget. It says, I would like to ... I was supposed to fill that in and have 10 things, which I did. And then I was supposed to choose one and then do it this week. And so I chose to play Ultimate, a sport, and I did that yesterday, and that was my live yesterday. So that was amazing. Seriously. Made me feel so good. And so that's kind of my check-in for week 2. So it's supposed to be a 12-week program. Done. 2 weeks down, 10 to go. And again, I don't know exactly what's going to provide me, but I'm open to the process and seeing what it brings me, right? Like, I'm open to receiving, I'm open to abundance, and I'm open to learning. And so that's my reflection from my second week of the Artist Way. I guess it's kind of just checking in and just kind of, I guess, doing a check-in reminder. I can actually go back later and actually see some of my notes as well and my thoughts at the time. And so I hope that helps you in some way, shape, or form. If you have any questions about the Artist Way, feel free to shoot me a message. Anyway, hope you all having a phenomenal end to your weekend. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.